Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Lasham Daily Briefing for Saturday, the 5th of April, 2025. We'll get started now with the synoptic picture. This was 12 o'clock yesterday, and you can see not much to affect us from yesterday. But overnight, at midnight there, we had this decaying cold front passing over. So my hope was that would give us a slightly more unstable air mass, which could give us some reasonable soaring today, but it maybe doesn't look like that's going to be the case. Cycling through today, midday, you can see still no issue, reasonably high pressure over us. And again, that cold front still sitting just off the south coast, but it's not going to cause us any issues at all. Looking into midnight tonight, again, nice, clear, reasonably high pressure. The sat pics are conclusive of what we can see outside. Nothing overhead here, and should be remaining blue all day. And nothing of concern on the rain radar either. Little bits of rain over on the very southwestern tip of the UK, but those are moving away from us. I'm looking at the Met Office forecast for rain. We'll just move that through. We can see just off the southern tip of Ireland, we still have that little band of rain moving through, but nothing anywhere else. And that should keep us nice and dry all day. RF Odium is giving us a tough that would suggest light northeasterly 12 knots with Cabo K all day. And Farnborough says almost exactly the same, 070 degrees, 12 knots, Cabo K. The Met Office isn't working this morning, so we'll have a look at upper winds a little bit later on. But windy here, just confirming that northeasterly flow that we're expecting across the airfield today. So of course it'll be runway 09. And looking for the local forecast from the Met Office, we have actually a reasonably nice picture, quite warm, up to 18 degrees in the later part of the afternoon. We'll feel a little bit chillier than that with the wind, and they're suggesting that we can expect a wind on the ground. Maximum 14, gusting 27 just after lunchtime. Hopefully the gusts don't get up quite as much as that, but high UV index as well with their reasonable visibility. So all in all, a fairly nice day. GFS giving us 15, 14, 15, 16 degrees, something in that region for temperature at 1 o'clock local, and the G point of 6. Looking at the webcam facing west, reasonably brisk wind, and that's just confirming the northeasterly component there for us, and no cloud on the horizon. Slightly hazy. We've got an inversion at the moment of around about 1,500 feet. We're expecting that to move up later on into the early afternoon. Just refresh that. Temperature here at Lasham already 7.3 with a dew point of 3.1, and we'll hopefully see that peaking quite a lot higher than that later on. Looking at SkySight then, not a particularly nice picture for us today. Again, confirming no clouds affect us all day, reasonable amount of surface heating. And they're saying here we could expect maybe 2.5 knot thermals, but what they will be is very broken with the upper winds. And they're only forecasting the soarable height to be around 2,000 feet AGL above Lasham. So hopefully something we can cling on to, but there's no trough or frontal features going to come through today that might change things. So top meteo here has got the upper winds for us, the 1,500 foot wind, starting at 10 o'clock, beg your 9 o'clock. And you can see we're down here, that's around 25 to 30 knots. As we cycle that through, you can see it actually starts to reduce down to about 20. And then as we get later into the day, it holds around about 20 knots. And into the evening, or late afternoon for the evening group, it will be reducing to around 15. So that's hopefully going to correspond with the surface wind as well. Looking at our NOTAMs, much the same as yesterday, only 3 to affect us, 21, 22 and 28. 21 being live firing at Bath and Stacey. 22 is Waverley flare firing, and that's not until the latter part this afternoon. And 28 is the firing at Ash Ranges. We'll move on now to the local airfield brief. Starting with the Odium cross section, okay, just confirming everything that we've looked at already. No significant cloud to affect us today. They're suggesting possible thermals, again, 2 to 3 knots throughout the day, and gusts up to 24 knots from the northeast around midday. Guided bookings for today, we have just one K21 today on booked flying. There's a K13 for trial lessons, and there's a few of those going on today. We've got quite a lot of single seat availability on both the Discus and the Grob fleet, people that would like that. And there's a K21 for the casual list and others for club members. And we have 5 on the casual list today, so we could ask for some instructors to come out and help. That'd be much appreciated. We also have 2 K13s doing instructor training, one all day and one in the afternoon. And the simulator is available as per normal. We have no 2XL movements to report today, thankfully. And to sum it all up, we've got high pressure to the north and low pressure out to the southwest. Brisk easterly winds gusting upwards of 20 knots at times, so please ensure someone is holding canopies while getting in. Yesterday saw a couple of rear canopies, K21s left open, and it's very, very easy for the welds on those canopies to fail as they're designed to do. So please be very, very careful with that. Again, UV index of 4 today, so I would recommend some sun cream if you're going to be out there all day. And to reiterate, we'll be on runway 09, and we'll get cables on the grass south or Aero 2 off the north. Please be ready when the cable tug arrives. Make sure we're cleaning the gliders when we put them away at the end of the day, please, and do not land on the disused runways shown here in red. And finishing off with the airfield setup, becoming quite familiar now. We've seen this for the last sort of week or so. So I'll leave you with that, and I'll see you out there. Let's have a nice, safe day and enjoy. Thank you very much.